Hi, and welcome back to our 9th project in Bandlab. This one is about Foley artistry. We are going to watch a short video before our project begins. It is a Lego fight scene. You are going to have to figure out the music for it, as well as the background sound effects such as punches, kicks, runs, hits, grunts, and groans. So the fight scene isn't that long, but the work that we have to put into it is going to take us a while. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create the soundtrack for it. So I'm going to get together a couple loops and build them into a short little song. It's only going to be about 30 seconds long. Now, if you're wondering, I've actually gone through and kind of pre-picked my samples, so just hunting them down and getting them set up is my next stage for me. Now that we have all 4 samples, we're going to arrange it quickly and get it set up so we can use it with the actual video. Next, I'm going to speed up the tempo to about 150. And next, I'm going to adjust the positioning of it to make sure it fits in the time of our movie. Now with that all done, we're going to add a little bit of automation and change the volume levels so that way we have it a little bit louder at the beginning, and then as the action starts we can kind of bring down the volume levels of all the music. The next thing we're going to do is create a mic track that's going to actually act as my guide for knowing when to start playing the video and where all the action is in the film. So I started a voice line, and then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to record as I watch the video and say what's going on. Okay, let's take a listen. It'll tell me where to start and what happens in the film.
Start. Okay, here's the opening. Here's my guys looking at each other. Now they are going to come after each other. We got punching, kick, roll back, look at each other, another attempt running at him, punch, punch, grab a hand, punch, kick, nope, another punch, get down, groan.
Next thing I'm going to do is shift all of my music to where I put my starting point and my vocal guide. So I have to select everything and then move everything over so it lines up. So I'm going to shift and select and then move it over so it kind of lines up. Then I'm going to chop this back a little bit so it lines up a little more evenly for me. And that's it. Next thing I'm going to do is unmute my tracks and kind of listen to make sure everything's lining up for us. And what I'll do is, following all this guide music, is I'm going to play the video in another window.
Start. Okay, here's the opening. Here's my guys looking at each other. Now they are going to come after each other. Punching, kick, roll back, look at each other. Another attempt running at him. Punch, punch, grab a hand, punch, kick, nope, another punch. Get down, groan.
Okay, next up for us is we're going to create another vocal track, mute out our music, and we are going to add punches. And I have my handy dandy punching sound effect, which is my 2 hands, and I'm going to record this while using the guide track to help me out.
Start. Okay, here's the opening. Here's my guys looking at each other. Now they are going to come after each other. Yeah, punching, kick, roll back, look at each other. Another attempt running at him. Punch, punch, grab a hand, punch, kick, nope, another punch. Get down, groan.
Okay, let's take a look at what our punches sound like. Remember, we're going to layer this with another sound. So here they are.
Yeah, punching, kick, roll back.
Sound a little more like slaps, but we're
Look
going to
at each
add some
other.
more to it.
Another temp running at him. Punch, punch, grab a hand, punch, kick. Nope, another punch.
So what we're going to do is we are going to grab a pillow and slap a pillow. This is going to add on to sweetening our track up for our punches. It's going to add a secondary layer of sound to it. So next I take a throw pillow, and that's going to be my sweetening sound. I'm going to slap a throw pillow where I have my punches. Put in a new track, and let's record. Now that I've added the second layer of punching sounds, I'm going to go back, trim, and move all the audio so it lines up better. So we're going to take off snap to grid, and then we're just going to slice, move, and get it so it's lined up with each of the sounds. Alright, now let's take a listen to it.
Punching, kick, roll back, look at each other. Another temp running at him. Punch, punch, grab a hand, punch, kick. Nope, another punch.
The next thing I'm going to do is I have a ton of tracks. Is I'm going to rename some so I know which each one is. So I created a new one. That's going to be my feet. Rename my punches 2, punches 1, and then my guide. Next I grab my sneakers and my legs, and we're going to record me running. Now as I watch the video, I'm making sure that my footsteps line up with what's going on in the video. I'm not just not making running sounds and letting it go at that. I want to make sure they line up to the video. Next I'm going to slice off excess sounds that I don't need and slice it so other sounds line up in my fight scene. Once again, I'm kind of using the other audio as to help me out with what to do. And it's just a couple quick slices, and I'm going to do some deleting of audio that I don't need. Okay, last thing to add for Foley is we're going to add grunt, groans, and oofs and things like that. So this is going to become my voice track. Once again, using my guide track to lead me and know where to go, and also watching the video at the same time as making my effects, I'm going to record myself making oofs, as my battle goes. Next, I'm going to do a little trimming up, so I'm going to select this track, slice it, whoops, undo it, fix it again. Alright, I think we're ready to go. Alright, everything's in there. Let's see how it looks with the video to accompany it. Okay, one final thing to do. That last groan wasn't quite right, so I'm going to slice it and just move it back just a smidge to get the right spot. And with that, I'm going to make one little adjustment, slice and move over the audio for that groan so it's in the right spot in the actual performance. Finally, I'll save it and submit it, and that is the end of our Foley project. I will see you next time for the next project. Have a great day.